watching AYV Television.
Salon Kɔntri Pɔt, Salon Kɔntri Pɔt. Inside this country pot, yeah. Inside this country pot, inside this country pot, yeah. Inside this country pot. Ministry of Tourism Day. Inside this country pot. National Tourist Board. Inside this country pot. Monument Relics Commission. Inside this country pot. AYV sent me. Inside this country pot. Salon Kɔntri Pɔt. Salon Kɔntri Pɔt. Salon Kɔntri Pɔt. Inside this country pot, yeah. Inside this country pot. Inside this country pot, yeah. Inside this country pot. Inside this country pot. Inside this country pot. Tourism, I say the day. Inside this country pot. Traditional business day. Inside this country pot. Tourism business day. Inside this country pot. Country food, I say it day. Inside this country pot. Salon Kɔntri Pɔt. Salon Kɔntri Pɔt. Salon Kɔntri Pɔt. Salon Kɔntri Pɔt. Inside this country pot, yeah. Inside this country pot. Inside this country pot, yeah. Inside this country pot. History and culture day. Inside this country pot. Country food, I say it day. Inside this country pot. Sorry side, I say it day. Inside this country pot. Inside this country pot. Inside this country pot.
From AYV, we glad for bring una Salon Kɔntri Pɔt, another edition. Today, we na October 24, 2020. Mina Mohamed Farid Kagbo.
Amina Francis Musa Momo.
Salon Kɔntri Pɔt na the program usa you get beaucoup thing about salon history, culture, heritage, and tourism. And remember, say yourself way the watch we so you can join we and be part of the program. By way how you can send your message on 030 718-777. 030-718-777 is number for be part of the Salon Kɔntri Pɔt program in na AYV today. Francis, Salon Kɔntri Pɔt don't come back. You excited?
Every day, every hour, every time, I'm very excited for talk about Salon positively. And Salon Kɔntri Pɔt, now that we dey do.
And Salon Kɔntri Pɔt na the program where you not can know, and myself not can know what's in the commodity inside, except we go inside the Salon Kɔntri Pɔt as it is now on the table, and we can find out what's still waiting the day. Remember saying that the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, the National Tourist Board, Monument and Relics Commission, together with AYV, join hand for bring you Salon Kɔntri Pɔt. And we don't bring you Salon Kɔntri Pɔt for the past 3 months. This is 3 months, right, Francis?
Yeah.
For the past 3 months. So Salon Kɔntri Pɔt will continue, and we will continue for give you more. Let me talk small thing about the design, Francis. Medke Designs.
Yeah.
And the clothes that we wear so right now, designs here. Now Medke Designs, what's in street, number 3, what's in street. Now they do them. And of course, the post will be ending at Mohamed Kamara. Now you doing fine, nice design also for Salon Kɔntri Pɔt. Maybe you self go want for let the design for you. You can just go there. Now what's in street and ask for Medke Designs. Then go actually do them for you well. Nice. Let's go inside the Kɔntri Pɔt and get the first material, Francis. Yeah. Let me see what will come out inside it. What do you want for coming inside the Kɔntri Pɔt? What do you expect? What do you want for coming? Answer no. You answer? Okay, you watch. Okay, well, no worry. Salon Kɔntri Pɔt, as we can take a right round, we can always bring something come. And today again, we don't carry Kɔntri Pɔt and we don't bring something come.
Bye, watch. Okay.
Wow.
Can we clap for that? I don't know why they clap no more. I they clap for it no more inside the Kɔntri Pɔt.
Wow. Now another fine day, October 24th, 2020, Salon Kɔntri Pɔt there, and we don't put you inside the Salon Kɔntri Pɔt, and we don't pull within the Kɔntri Pɔt go waka for, and it don't count on at the studio. So this first put what we put you on and pull her inside the Salon Kɔntri Pɔt, it take we to heritage education, and one part of that salon heritage na the railway. The we all know see salon we don't get railway we start operation from 1896. So say in the 70s we close, but in 2000 around the 2000 we be able to get a national railway museum, and that museum dey from the children creator. It don't be a very good education tool to Sierra Leoneans and even those who come abroad for come visit we as tourists. And that railway museum they do very well. So when you sit down, watch.
Maybe you don't want to talk about train because of
train. We talk say train be in a salon and we know see the one then we all to some amount no see them get access to the train and they enjoy and some they take and go school, some they take and go college.
No mistake talk say right train no.
I know go do that. I know go do that.
Because me safe now so by the time they born train no be dey again safe.
I know go do that one day. But this is not just a piece of how we educate with people and then self-led with domestic tourism that Sierra Leoneans themselves get them thing there, we then go access them and then feel the value of that heritage whilst we preserve them. So sit tight and watch what's happen at the National Railway Museum. Good afternoon. Hello everyone. So which form is this? Okay, form 1, white. Okay. My name is Francis Momo and we are from the Monuments and Relics Commission. How many of you guys here have heard about Monuments and Relics Commission? None of you, right? Okay. Monuments and Relics Commission are the office where governments make for preserve with culture and with heritage, with history, yeah? So basically, history is the study of the past, simply like we una dey study about something we una not be there, but it inform una for take decision then at this present and even the future. Let's tell about Mami Oko. How many of una ever know say train be in a salon? Train. Who that tell una say train be the salon? Huh? Your mother told you about it? Okay. And you? Your father? Okay. You guys have heard about train. How many of you don't ever go to a railway museum? Who say railway museum dey? Town? Okay. The people that will not go to the railway museum is they can't take una go to the museum. Eh? When I want to go there? Yeah. When I all want go? Yeah. When I all want go? Yeah. When I all want go to the museum? Yeah.
Good morning. I want to welcome the N.G. Ferguson School Heritage Club to the Sierra Leone National Railway Museum. Yeah, now the place where government's been created in 2005 for able to tell the beginning of this country and the one they want to know born it about the railway na this country during the colonial period. Town na the Kanike community. Now they defend this place, and this building now be the main engineering department where they take care of all the train there in this country. And now be the first point. Yeah. So I want to welcome na the Sierra Leone National Railway Museum. I can't say. You also able for access we go able for access we now with Facebook page. You can look over on our Facebook page now facebook.com Sierra Leone Railway Museum. Okay, you can also able for access we through Twitter, and also you can access we through our website www.sierraleonerailwaymuseum.com. Okay, I go one for Anduna over, so the tour guide go take una around and una go able for see all what you get.
Good morning, people. I tell you, thank you for the effort you don't put on this morning for can find this place. Some people they are Sierra Leoneans, they live in the city, but not to the all it will tell say train them they na Town, as my brother be not say is no. And if so, this na the means where Then we don't close now this country in 1975. When they close this means 1975, the last general manager of the working place, when I Richard Norman, he picked some of them in there. He set them for serve as a museum in the country. And that people who able know will not be lucky for see them, we can see them. When I sell for the one today, when I go able can, when I can know what's not the thing with them they use today as transport. Ahmed Momodu Bangura was born in Freetown on the 9th July 1934. Muhammad Momodu Bangura na a so man, the born in Freetown. But before that, all this side was so. Now be the depot for the trains from here, Klein Town here, within this vicinity, on to where in the Chinese and occupy so today. So now the first coordinator of this, who he be not left to work, he died. So when he died, we try to do small ceremony for us so that not be forgetting as a hero of the railway in Sierra Leone, as now they say now, Mohamed Mamadou Bangura. Okay? In 1975, all that things that have been there for serve as a museum, but not materialized quickly, unless the becoming of this British personnel from the International Military Advisory Training Team, the soldiers who came during the war, after the war for train our army. So they are in luck, you get this man, when I connect Stephen Davis, he take the venture for restore the ruling stocks there as a museum, who we see today as Unadesianaya. So this now be the regime of our Excellency late Alhaji Ahmed Tijan Kaba in the Republic of Sierra Leone as Unadesiana on the official opening of the museum, 2005. And this is the restoration team. When we come in, the one that we employ for try for share these things, I will go see them today. Some pictures there of how mixed them thing there. So now so mixed them so in a crackers form. All this one are the see so. Now so mixed them so. The steam engine there, the diesel engines there, the coaches wearing passengers, they sit down as soon as they see them. So, but then three coaches that one they see can be built for certain people there in the colonial days. This now for the general manager in your use before. In those days, when the train be run at this country, this but a painted one who they see was for the governors. This now for the governor, now the governor be the use as a higher personnel, now he be the use, built 1930. Now, when I go see one and where we get for go, when are the white one, now the coast down they would then built, followed independent 1961 for convey the state visit of the Queen Elizabeth II. So if you now look here, when they see how the train be the run in those days, the map, see the map how be the run. This now be the main line this from Freetown, it can on to Pendemu, which is the room, and down here we have the branch line. Here is called Bawia, from Bawia here to Makeni, that was the branch line, and that red one is for the mining railways, the Africa Miller, which was operating in 2010. Okay, now you see the history here, how the railway been built. When Sierra Leone come together, they said we have to make survey with the government people for all get trained there from here to Pendemu. As now they see in 1893 they make this survey. 1896 they started for put the track from here to Wellington. Wellington is close to Hastings. Hastings is close to Waterloo. On to the last train station, which is Pendemu, 227 miles away. And the branch line which was connected from Bawia Junction on to Makeni, as now they see. Done, you know, stop there, so we get what we call Mountain Railway. Then train, then they run from Water Street on to Wilberforce, where in the soldiers then they. In those days, the time when the train they operate. Now, if you look here, now they see Kɔntri. Half part of here was a train station. This entire place from here to here, we are in today the non-building as the National Museum. Now, been train stations in those days. Waterloo Police Station, who they right now the functions would have been train station in the days of the trains in the colonial days, as you know they see. Let's just have a look here. This now the tipping wagon. The coal what the train be they use now this country, because when we run the train, we get two types of engine. We get the diesel engine, then we coal. Now the coal what them they use now, coal what them they mine now England. They bring and come by ship now Watsaki. They use these tipping wagons for go collect the coal from Wataki to the depot here. Yeah, then bring and they can use for the steam engine. But when we go east now they go see how them they use up the steam engine as a fuel. Okay? Now yeah, then carpenters they work. Like what I say, the railway be involved plenty people with different technologies. This now the table this for the carpenters there. This as now they see the same, the idiom who they say today, a lazy worker quarrel with his tools. Where somebody is lazy, you know, all the time they give problem to the thing the way they take work. This thing not sharp, this nerve you know good. I for don't cut fine. See, so now the expression that. Now let's just have a look at the royal coach. Many important coach. This now coach who them built for the visit of the Queen during independence 1961. Now they be built for her. The visit will go ahead, but the Queen not be used to coach, not be used trains. I mean, when he comes alone, he not be used to train them. All right? But this particular coach was built for our visit during 1990 for Inkawan for Gang Grant to independence 1961. Let's just have a look quickly. So this now the royal coach, as they say, the coach was built for the visit of the Queen, Queen Elizabeth II, during independence 1961. Right? This now the first prime minister in the country, Sir Milton Magai, as soon as they say, okay. Now, if you now look at, they see the photos of the Queen, the pictures, who said Sierra Leoneans, the welcome, make gladiness for independence, 1961, as soon as they see na in this naya done. Over here, when they see a man, na in this naya, na a man this during the days. Now, if you look here. When I get another picture now, when they see in 2016, now we take this picture and send out for winner. But we'll find the museum in 2004 with the team Nayas when they say we make a letter as a birthday gift to the Queen, explaining to her that the coach would be built for her during the time for independence is still there in this country. We send her with the team. Now in this, don't agree that reply under. Okay. Don't just have a look quickly now. When they see the balcony wherein the Queen for its map. Because when they are today for Gang Grant to independent or waiting for can develop or for bring can the train back. We Sierra Leoneans, we don't come together. The young one there, the ministers, the lawyer, everybody don't come on board for law bring can this train back in this country for make the run as transport. Now don't wave the Sierra Leoneans there. But they are today for Gang Grant to independent for bring can the train back in this country.
Impunity, how agency working style, and days on the ocean view, leaves all the banner of learning, so now all and forgive, learning shall be our goal, with confidence and praise, these are noble schoolings, our learning through hard work, we shall not education.
So now, we get what to call the engine there. The engine there, now they direct them coach them day. As soon as they see them. When I see how they see that be the run today, this na cardinal engine so. Now this they call the buffer. This coach here, they can here to this engine. Then take this, right? This our own that is so. They can hook up on this. So this engine they direct all them coach them day onto the stopping point. If you know the last train station when I Pendembu, you go where you reach there, then dismantle. This engine go turn. You go back behind. The last coach will be the camp, you go join them. Powerful engine where they built in Manchester 1955. Right? Now steam engine. But later, that man will be seeing that when Mohammed Bangkrana engineer, then convert this engine from coal to oil. From coal they turn it to diesel. Now make una look at that when they see the tank will be there as a coal. Now so they be converter. Yeah, na the tank down for the burn oil. Yeah, na the firebox. When they put the coal. Yeah, na the boiler. Okay. You see how powerful this engine is. The time when they be close with train then 1975. The British people then can buy this engine. When they buy now, they can go to England. If they na England, it they run. Na steam engine, na coal they use. If they na England today, it they run. So we say we can get the mission now. We thank God we will get a twinning partner, as we go say. Now we collaborate with them. Because of the get to engine, oh, one day you come back in this country. Like go una cancel, una ride a small. As soon as they see these codes, they write to pay codes. Now this time they use for take money from here. They go and pay people at the end of the month. From here, so we start the train and stop. but they go and pay people there. They go and pay people there. They go. So if you look into the history of the museum, you go find out say this coat is very important. So now they use today for cargo money for pay workers of the railway. This now be the goods we are gone to. This now then they put them things of paint there, then junks there, then junks build them for carry and go upline for go sell you people there. Then from there, then they load them back. This they can go 13 tons of goods. Then they load them back with banana, potato, pineapple, full up and paint 13 tons. Then can at the city. This coat now be there for the engineers then. Now they sound. You get the fitters there. Then they inside here with the equipment then. Then join the train. If there is any problem on the way, then just take time, can or food and catch the problem of the train. They make and quick. To get sick then at the museum, who at the car, they make una go continue for Ghana at the museum. That train for go, you know one grief for go. That train for go, you know one grief for go. That train for go, it's tire because you know get fire. That train for go, you know one grief for go. He go. Driver, do ya, give ya plenty fire. Driver, do ya, give ya plenty fire. That game for bo itaya because you no get fire. That game for bo you no one grief for go. He go. 1, 2, 3, go. That game for bo you no one grief for go. That game for bo you no one grief for go. That game for bo itaya because he no get fire. That game for bo he no one. No, you please. He go. Driver do ya dance no, no dance. He have plenty fire. Driver do ya, he have plenty fire. That game for bo itaya because he no get fire. That game for bo he no one grip for go. He go.
We love you.
Again?
We love you.
All right. The inspectors then either they use for tour the rail, for what kind of the rail, for let the able see if there's any problem or if there's no problem. Maybe you they work na the railway, you go meet up and you stop and they take you now you working point. Then can you go, right? Now diesel itself they use. They call an inspector's car. There were now two coats, then a coach they would be built during independent 1961. Like the first class, the second class, the third class coaches. Now then this. Now the communication set than this. What we know say the train they know they run like how much car they run. For saying it's how person one car. They say, hey driver, put me down a break. No. Don't the time what the train them they run, we get only one track from here to Pendemu. So 2 train they assuming say 2 train they get for user or 3 train they get for user. They get something now what they call the tokens. When the station masters that they use for communicate with the driver. And the coldest one then they use as fuel, as petrol. Now this night then they put inside the coal bunker, the lighter with fire, they hit the water within the pipe, the water turn to a steam, you go into the steam box, inside the piece in the pressure where they go now they push the driving rod, it begin move. So now this, okay? Now the signal lamp then this, where they be used in those days, where they be used for call the drivers there, like where the train they use the Dovecot road, this highway this Dovecot, where they use now night, then they sing that. For sure say train they come or train or they come, they see, as they see, it get 2 aspects, red and white. For sure side for go and behind for no say train they. The trolley. Now this pump trolley, now they be use today for the tracks also. This he gets go for sing. What they make una self, una like the train, una like the museum. If una not dance, oh my God. Now una listen kill it before the rider. I love railway museum. I love railway museum. I love railway museum riding the pump trolley. I love railway museum. I love railway museum. I love railway museum riding the pump trolley. Kumba, 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 yakata, kumba, 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 yakata, kumba, 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 yakata, riding the pump trolley.
Kumba,
come on.
kumba,
Aha.
kumba, kumba,
Kumbaya kata. Kumbaya kata riding the pump. Again.
Kumba, kumba, kumba.
Aha. Kumba. Come on, dance, people. Come on, see you.
Kumba, kumba.
Kumbaya kata riding the pump trolley. I love railway museum. I love railway museum. I love railway museum riding the pump trolley. Kumba, kumba, kumbaya kata, kumba, kumbaya kata. Correct. Kumbaya kata riding the pump trolley. Pump up and down for creating movement. Yeah. Yeah. At the break. A technique I use for break. I don't the break, chef. Okay, we now love press. So that we go back. Press. Press. Okay, we now say press and now so that the operators I the press now so they get power. If you now press heavily one more, the run is no speed. Sir? Correct. Let's go. Come on. Go. 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 Okay. Ayakata kumba 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 ayakata. Kumba, kumba, kumbaya kata riding the pump trolley. About train. 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 Right. This na engine wey dem call Nelly. Dem build in 1915, about 100 and some years ago. This engine wey don dey now, right? Dem call her Nelly, right?
My name is Fatmata Wise Sanko. I dey talk from this stadium. We the picking that today. We glad the way they can show with this property where they hide for in a Sierra Leone.
My name is Nova. I'm sending my father's junior secondary school. Today I enter at the Sierra Leone Museum. How I can see how I can see it with them, and I feel so glad the way I today today.
Una sing. Okay.
I mean, Mohammed Shisi. This is me out school work now. I tell my plenty thank you. Since the first day me can this place.
Well, I hope so you safe though land plenty thing about the Salon Railway where the picking them na Henry Ferguson Junior Secondary School na Kennedy Street go waka na the National Railway Museum. Usayen say go see how the railway workers and go tell them waiting and go show them the machine them and you also see them get interesting thing in Francis. They see the train station and sign them, the sign station them. They also get playground for picking any. So maybe you get an advice for people that they watch right now for school them, for make it a date, and you also like tell we outside the National Railway Museum day.
Yeah, I want to tell Mr. Jabi first thank you for that awesome tour the way you do for them picking and day. This not picking and we just now I think Form 1 and day. and it show how highly we need for catch them picking they are young, so that then self go able know about Sierra Leone heritage. I know say a lot of big Sierra Leoneans and the adult Sierra Leoneans, and they will not ever, they don't even know say National Railway Museum, they nonetheless talk say they don't go there. You understand? So for them kind of thing they are where the Salon Kɔntri Pɔt they bring to the people then go see, and then they also go ginger the interest for people for good day. So if you did at school, in a teacher, in a social study teacher, or even principal, you dey run a school, administrators, this na kind of thing where you go able change the picking them environment for education. Like when them go this, so then they feel a different environment and they learn back a lot than just the strict system where you go and they say A is for this, B is for this. When you also expose them to the environment, and they're able to learn a lot and they're able to enjoy them also. So the Railway Museum day in Klein Town, we're in one of the industrial parts and at the east of Freetown. You go down Klein Town, you go able to access the Railway Museum for small fun for Sierra Leoneans, and then picking and go able to access them. Then get library, then get books them on the Sierra Leone Railway. So administrators can even go na schools them, they can buy them, and they also able to help for educating picking them na the classroom and Sierra Leoneans in general.
Yes, we talk about something we don't for over 40 years now, don't stop, not the operate again. And some people they think say we need to forget the railway back in a saloon because this go for actually ease the transportation difficulty where we get now the country. But whether we forget them or we don't forget them, whether we will succeed forget them, we will continue for advocates and tell people and say we need for know about we heritage, we need for know about things that will be no past, things that will be no happen in the past, so that we will continue for show we picking them and then say we get the education where we necessary for letting go, we will push themselves go before. This na Salon Kɔntri Pɔt, if you just say join we, and AYV together with Ministry of Tourism, National Tourist Board, and the Monuments and Relics Commission, day before for make this program come to you. In case you want for send message, maybe you want talk about which we discuss now, so or the things that we come inside the Kɔntri Pɔt, you can send message on 030 718 777. The number again for send message now 030 718 777 na the number. You can send message and tell about what you think about the program we will cover, but also waiting your opinion about this Salon Kɔntri Pɔt program. Straight away, we need to go inside the Kɔntri Pɔt now. Francis, open the poster, go inside it. Last Sila pull the next material. Okay.
Yeah.
Salon Kɔntri Pɔt, the pots way can go waka na different side them and bring something way you know about Sisu other side. But maybe for one reason or the other, you go say, I don't see this there so. But Salon Kɔntri Pɔt try as best as possible forget waiting bookman can call exclusive story them. Story the winner or the cover. If maybe if other post the cover and say maybe now later on he say go do them. So we try as best as possible with that. Yeah? Inside Salon Kɔntri Pɔt. We come waiting on come out inside the this na thing we no can happen so. You know easily happen.
Yeah.
For that person live for be a centenarian. Big English.
Yeah.
Centenarian.
We can't open, but let me know.
When we say centenarian, now person we don't live for 100 years or over.
Yeah.
Either you don't live for 100 years or you don't pass, or you don't live for 100 years, you don't pass 100 years safe. Then people they know plenty na Salon and they know plenty na the world. Although like if you talk comparative times, waiting are plenty. So man will say them people are plenty because if you talk about places like America, so you get over 90,000 people them. We don't pass 100 years or we don't 100 years. They still live. But inside Salon, we don't get same people here so. Some they don't die already, but some they still they reach the age. Francis, you go there for reach 100 years?
Yeah.
Well, if you want to live for 100 years, let me just listen to this man in story first. This man, we will go find out about na Aberdeen and Nylander Street, Aberdeen. We just 100 years. We call this man, or this man in name, na Alhaji Mohammed Salu Thomas. Let me listen to his story as the Salon Kɔntri Pɔt go wakadi after the theory concept Kɔntri Pɔt too, we go can explain more and maybe digest some of the details them. Let we watch. Francis the man.
Why fire cabo?
Why you for me post to we post to mix you. Now is it
Now
we now
one love.
until we small so if you one love you make us so. Francis, almost say I think say we believe for ba.
Okay, well today we can work out to somebody we observe say or we get information say they celebrate 100 years on planet Earth. Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, and welcome to this place.
Oh, okay. So you go introduce yourself to me.
Alhaji Muhammad Salu Thomas.
Okay. Tell me small thing about who are you born and how you grew up, sir.
Well, I born in Aberdeen. I grew here. I go for my education in Guinea. But by then, yes, the 40s, I mean, get English school. English school, where I'm called a regional. All the transfer to town, I come. I can do the English year back.
Okay. You talked about born now, so that's 1920. You remember that?
1920, yes. Now in October, 17th October.
Okay. So what are your parents' name?
I'm Alpha Lewa Thomas and Mrs. Fatmata Thomas.
You remember again how they come there, so how you manage to come find yourself in Aberdeen?
Well, now Aberdeen, their parents, you know, they liberated African from Nigeria. Our great grandsters then are from Nigeria. But we big granddaddy, then can settle and then open this Aberdeen. Can settle here. So yeah, and I know for we home.
Okay. Tell me small to think you in Guinea.
Well, now there, my papa been do business. I be merchant.
Okay. So how long you live in Guinea, sir?
Well, I can't tell you that because if they do the business there, then me man I go there, I turn back, I can't home back. I can't back. Can't do everything. I mean, can do everything.
Okay. In this day, wait me up. I want to be used transportation. Now be used train. Tell me small thing about that.
No, train not been the patia. Yeah, about there for go. Again, I been boats they take for go, because not everybody will get money for pay steamer for go. I got a fishing boat where they run transport.
Alhaji, tell me small thing about the kind of food that we eat.
I born as a native. We native food them I like all, but the one where I like personal, I forget me bitters.
So in terms of food, you can eat again fruits them.
Yes, fruits. I like. I plant fruits. I eat fruits.
Those are the best ones you can eat.
Oh well. You go in another yard, I get coconut, we get orange, we get mango. Because I treat him more day.
So then food every time you make, you can eat it also, like then sardine, lunch or meat, everything in the milk.
I eat all. And when to make I use for the eater and they have anybody in home. We use more of them thin food.
Tell me small thing about your married life.
Before I married, I don't go for talk all. You know, there was a hard time, but I managed. The time I married, I don't lost my parents then. But I don't feel say, I for say I don't lost them. I forgot to see they go jump or what. Because they look me small brother them. I me one girl and the big one. You know, so mama don't be native woman. I try for keep that standard day for my brother, then let us scatter. So they together till are able for getting good education before we start for married now.
So married now something is sweet, is stressful or not very enjoyable?
Oh well, now for pray to the Almighty. We pray to the Almighty. Let's show you the right way You know, say come through work hand in hand because when you can also they work hand in hand.
So which small thing were you picking them? How much picking they getting?
I get 5 picking them.
So then can say for get picking them, you can stress with something where you mend them. How you find out Andy?
Well, you know, when it's small, sense no, you know, not only sense where you get ingot. If you try for OPI Panam, out for being up. So inside go time like you go mature like you. But not for your born and left arm.
What do you think say make God don't keep you in the world for this long to 100 years?
Well, I've been a prayer to the Almighty for direct me. How for live. How for live. Well, the young people they talk say big people them, not for fit them. They with them. And the time where they born me, if you meet big person, total load, if you take an eye hand, go left and I us, do everything you can. You know, go meet big person and teach you get him up, say hello. No. If you go tell I do, we answer Papa morning or Papa afternoon or Papa so and so.
You can sleep quick now. You can sleep late or you can just like all night you can sleep.
Well, before I get the age, I had to make sure every day I forget 8 hours sleep at night. Anytime I don't get that 8 hours, ask me if wait and the cause. So I know you so waka on the net. All me waka, unless in a business day, I had to try for attend the business, but not say go for jump all over to outside the business dinner, they would go sit down. From there to my kind of me house.
Tell me about you work. Who's kind of work you do?
When I come, I start work. Now then, the PWD, Ministry of Works. Then there was no politics not been coming yet. So like Pademba Road, they call it DA Colony, a part of PWD. New England Ville, inside the same name you get. When we come, now they first I go as Tally Clark. From that Tally Clark, they work there, then take me from section to section. You know, when I come, me brain me fresh. Because when I go more of math, so that I go learn more. Nice brain. We depend on it before they say electricity for divide from PWA for be a separate department. So we are the very first set of people we transfer goodie. And I work there up to the time where I retired as chief accountant.
If you stress, you get something more than you. Like you want something, I say you want bills or you want buy mutka. I can manage one day.
Well, I thank God. Besides, I not put all things in my head. I not put all things. I pray to the Almighty say one day, me say we get so and so. Now that me believe. And I saw God begin to direct me.
So you think say worry, you personally worry. It affects more time in life.
Yeah, affect you bad one. Affect you bad one.
In terms of water, you not supposed to elect for drink water.
Yes, I know part with water. My table where did this one now, I said, God, you meet water there now. Very important. You cannot do anything without water. It clean you, it do everything, make you so respect amongst your company.
Throughout your life, who's sick with me more than more? Who's sick with me sick more?
Me and malaria and cold.
So what kind of treatment you can get? Are they native medicine them or not to doctor you can go?
Well, my body, it said the native more than the doctor. For boil agbo, or come call agbo, their root, the other thing them boil them leaf, we drink them. We only take a tablet for help for drive off the one day.
Up to now, you drink any country medicine?
Yes, I drink them, but I take very fine care. I'm not drinking much.
Tell me about your religious life.
Well,
I understand you're a Muslim.
Since I start, now once I say I did, now there I meet my papa and my mama and my family. Now there they do get Christian family. Inside we get Christian family. But the side where Papa left, we all we not make any separation between we and the others. We all together.
Why are you not going to politics?
Politics now we start on Atonia.
How?
Where they ready for making, you know, say when they ready for making you way jovial, you all upside and they fail you for docking inside. So they put you inside. I do all. I do SIPP. I do APC. What we take go do APC now? We then turn to one party state.
Wait, before Salon get independence, where Salon on that with man, you leave that same day. You also leave where Salon get independence. Tell me small thing about the difference between who will not be get independence and who don't get them.
Well, I don't talk much on that because where we get independence, at the same salary where them in the payment force and them in the pay we. Before they can begin get them go search commission, more commission before they begin give you small allowance.
Whose advice you give for people wake up now? for young people with the car up. If they want to live long like you, what do you think they for do?
Well, let them sit down softly. Let them sit down, when they sit down quietly, let them think about the future. And the future are two ways. One way they think good for yourself. Other one they think for do bad, that's it. The one for do bad, avoid them. Anything we go face good come, they're not that side. I think now easy. If you work on anything, God will help you. I drive train. My first week, I go to training, I go as cadet. We done the thing, I pass the exam. Now in passenger train, they put me. I will be there, then per Elliot. I get the second man. You when we under that training, they call you third man. And for drive train, it's more easier than you drive motorcar. The land we go to training school, the train we pass out. I don't drive train from here to Penembu. Or the Samakini, or the Salting. Before I decide, say, I know for the engineering, my brain will come from the clerical side. So now I take left hand.
Name is Mrs. Musaina to Thomas. We were married February 7, 1952. I born 1931.
They can only say two people they must meet up on site first before then they plan marriage. So who's gonna meet up? Who's gonna really meet up?
So meet up how they pass, you see me like me and me answer. So I don't care when I go.
That time, which school you go?
I go Aberdeen Amalgamated School. Aberdeen Amalgamated.
Okay.
You say we all school alone in school and stop standard 5 now stop.
Okay.
But if not to me, they ask me, I can give now right, I understand. So long time not like now. Because long time we are not at it. I stoop to me man, we there, we build boat, we there, we do all things, we struggle, we build house, we do all things.
Together.
They not tell me one or I tell them two. Anyone he say, I say yes, sir. Anyone he say, I say yes, sir. Long time what would man married do? Would they put two tell them money? We cook, say we don't put weed on a table. That not now. Now the money now where you put it, you know, if you not go eat, you left. But we do one. But tell God thank you today, benefit world. Alhamdulillah. My mama, my granny, they all don't die now, but I tell them thank you. Because they give me a tick. If I don't get training, like the family who meet up, I don't go to delegate today. Say it also, women we safe, and women who picking them, they all come all good. My brother, they all were on assistant brother. And president one day now, they know they take control. But to beg God let them take control. Because we your man they we married, we not be one and say two. We say one, we say one. So they tell them now, say, anyone from picking them patient. Honor your man, respect your man. If you honor your man, honor me man, tete will be so. You couldn't part. Plaba can come, but so it's not the I not sabi God mommy for go there. I not sabi. I they beg him. Me can get right, but me they beg him. I turn it right to me. I turn it right to me. I turn it wrong. You understand? I they beg him. But you know they know. But now so they tell you picking that all the men right now they tell them. All them are men, we don't under me, and they tell them, and then they take control. So anyone who married come out here, they take control in this freedom because I tell them. Because the picking now it's longer.
Well, we still in a Alaji Thomas news. So we come, we meet with the different family members them and try to see within the things them, the lifestyle of the power we make it all up to this 100 years as we celebrating 100 years on planet Earth. I live with somebody. You go tell me your name, sir.
Yeah, my name is Mohamed Salih Thomas. Me and the power will get the same name.
Now, tell me small thing about what you know about the power.
Well, the power now the only living brotherhood left now. We also say last Saturday, now be 100 years. And brother and sister, they all don't go. I remember in brother them, you get late Uncle Saidu, you get late Uncle Aniru, late Mami Ajara, we my sister. The one and they all been on past go. Then with me own daddy, when I been the late chief imam, Alaji Ashiwu Thomas.
And who that time you to the power?
me na a nephew. Because the one we call Bien, Alaji Ashu Thomas, na him born me. And me na the oldest son, na the Elias Thomas family.
What do you know about the pa? We go say, like, I don't make it able to live this long.
Well, the pa, as far as me concerned, not in the way they overdo. They eat. You know, they eat, but you know, they eat past mark, you know, they eat under. And they exercise daily in hobby and for waka and for going to beach. They keep the family together. The house we've been there, where they can build family house there, they don't give it aside. So, down there they should say a family man. Now unite the Thomas family. Because if you not be unite the Thomas family, if don't come out bad. No, what I can say Thomas family get money. Now just unity. Now the money.
Yes, pa Alaji, na be money man, na be possible to get money.
Well,
small thing, but
in their own days, I for say yes, if you get money, you can see in compound. So if you get an average man, you get houses them, you get motorcar, you get in fishing business. 30 days get in fishing business na beach. No minister from Sheki Canon self, they all Sabiam. Because now they can come buy fish na beach.
So away from the work, you may do some extra things?
Yes.
Okay. I understand in Mutka impact so and safe.
This, I think, up to 2.5 years ago, it been a driver. Now in late brother, Alaji Abasi, I forget for calling himself just now. Now I'm stopper, not for drive again.
So 2.5 years ago, the pa?
He did drive.
At over 90 years?
He did drive. He did drive this fire. This way is so. Me, the age where they now, me, I know they see better for read Quran. That party, they know they use glasses for read Quran.
So what do you think is the secret?
The secret
is part special.
The secret, not know the all this part they take big, than one. 2, also again they give back. 3, unite the family. 4, get education, so you're able to deal with all sorts of people. If you can't campaign now for election, you don't win. Because all kind of different people there. You get team, all kind of tribe there. Timini Mendel, Limba, Loko, Krio, Kumabu, all the inside this compound. Tatinana, one of the most famous compound inside this Aberdeen with that Abuja.
So almost any package for the what in typical food look like for morning, what you eat for morning, what you eat something and evening.
Well, then almost then we like tea. They like tea in the morning as far as me know. Then you know they eat boku. You can eat them food, them back them. Try the way host them up in boku now. We can get them coconut, mango, orange. Been there outside. Then this stick now been carambola. This way they eat and boku. This way they so. So all them things and they like food. Then apart from that, pass with local food stuff.
On behalf of the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, Monuments and Relics Commission, the Salon Kɔntri Pɔt team, we think can say what we can fair new today, and for the good work you don't do up to this time, where you don't take 100 years, we present some gifts to you. This one walking stick, and this one by Bouvet.
Well, I thank you very much. Happy, and I'm glad because no other company no ever do them. And not for pressure on this way food. Like today, I will tell you that they go join that 7 day. I thank you very much. They flourish more. Like you know, patience. Because without patience, you cannot do anything. I will help you. I thank you very much. God bless you, and let it come to like.
Wow, that's Pahalaji Mohammed Salou Thomas. We are the centenarian. We old 100 years, and he's celebrating birthday just few weeks ago. So you say want to live for 100 years. You want to live for 100 years, then you need for do waiting Pahalaji Mohammed Salou Thomas do. He talk some things in Francis, some positive things.
Yeah.
It's all about say. It's all possible sleep, because like this way we do so right now. Now like of course now, waiting with people them. We get luck for me to up them kind of people there so we don't live for the past 100 years. We don't see throughout. Before Salon get independence, we Salon beyond that with them colonialism. They also see where Salon get time for day by yourself independence, and you don't see where different presidents they don't come, they don't rule the country, and they don't live throughout. So it's about one thing. It's about sleep. They say they joke with sleep. They get 8 hours sleep. When they also see people they rush. Some man they say hard working. Some man they blow fall. I sleep 2 hours for the net. 2 hours they sleep. But one way say 8 hours now you sleep. It's about water. Say they don't water. Always water they around them because it's very important for the system. It's all the food them, the local food them where they eat. Where like more of them local food them, fruits and vegetables. They also talk about and they say in a part to the one in it. They also talk about other things we talk about and they also talk about say they take anything big. Palaji, Mohamed Salut, Thomas, no, they take anything big. They always stay positive. So maybe if you say one for live long, now somebody seeking and practice.
Yeah. Thank you.
So wait till you step again peak. Wait till you peak from.
Yeah.
Wait till it is.
One thing about life now. Anybody who want for go positivism. Now one of the greatest thing that we for guide. Now a principle. They say pragmatism. Now a principle. You for always be positive. Not see anything big. Try for be objective. Watch at things them and clear your mind. Always feel happy. Yes. Smile and say smile hard by your age and all. So I think now some of the things that we the part try for exercise. But all and say not to now if not to die in food service, they say every day they work out go on a beach, you go supervise in fishing business, they come back. So if you walk out from Nylander Street going down to the beach, it show the amount of exercise with the man they do over time. You see the panel get body, not obese, eat boku, eat. So I think the part that part somebody like we for the go sit on here.
Yes, we the Salon Kɔntri Pɔt. We don't get new party when Mohamed Salut Thomas. We like any time we need inspiration, we just go near them and get some advice because that is very important. Because we say one for live long, one for continue this Kɔntri Pɔt program, so we bring and cancel. So we need for actually do so many things in it. So Francis, the Kɔntri Pɔt, they try for wrap up now.
Yeah.
So one for saying plenty. Thank you for you don't join we. Continue for watch Salon Kɔntri Pɔt where they come to you every Saturday 4:30 on AYV and at the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs where Dr. Memuna Tuprate as minister. We also get the National Tourist Board and Monuments and Relics Commission. Monuments and Relics Commission actually ended before for produce the program. And one for say plenty thank you to Wimandea, Sao and Kojo with the April for put the program together. Many thanks to we guys them, the Salon Kɔntri Pɔt team, Kelvin Clifford Thompson, Ibrahim Nasir Fofana, and all you want to for let Salon Kɔntri Pɔt meet you. So till next week, we will bring you another Salon Kɔntri Pɔt. Mina Mohamed Farid Kagbo.
And Mina Francis Musa Momo.
Bye-bye.
Salon Kɔntri Pɔt, oh. Salon Kɔntri Pɔt. Inside this Kɔntri Pɔt, yeah. Inside this Kɔntri Pɔt. Inside this Kɔntri Pɔt, yeah. Inside this Kɔntri Pɔt. Ministry of Tourism, inside this Kɔntri Pɔt. National Tourist Board, inside this Kɔntri Pɔt. Monuments Relics Commission, inside this Kɔntri Pɔt. AYV Central, inside this Kɔntri Pɔt. Salon Kɔntri Pɔt, oh. Salon Kɔntri Pɔt. Salon Kɔntri Pɔt, oh. Inside this Kɔntri Pɔt, yeah. Inside this Kɔntri Pɔt. Inside this Kɔntri Pɔt, yeah. Inside this Kɔntri Pɔt. Inside this Kɔntri Pɔt, oh. Inside this Kɔntri Pɔt. Tourism.
You're watching AYV Television.